A security firm created a fake AI agent skill, got it approved in a major marketplace, and watched it install on 26,000 agents. Every scanner called it clean. That's not a hypothetical. That's a test. And it's just one of the ways the scaffolding around AI is cracking today. We also have a public string of code that turns developer tools into a remote control for your machine, and a jailbreak that took 5 days. I'm not easing in. Let's go. Finally, a quieter fix that still matters. Apple patched a bug in Beats Studio Buds that let a nearby attacker listen through the microphone. The flaw, in the AeroHot chip, allowed someone within Bluetooth range to intercept audio or impersonate the earbuds before pairing. It required proximity and specialized tools, so it wasn't a mass threat. But it's a reminder that the devices we stick in our ears are tiny computers with always-on radios. The fix, firmware version 1B211, rolls out automatically when the buds connect to an Apple device. And if you're wondering whether the models themselves are the last line of defense, the answer came 5 days after Anthropic launched Claude Fable 5. A GitHub repo dropped, showing how to bypass its safety guardrails using crafted workflows. The open-source tool demonstrates that the model's supposed no cyber attack safeguards can be subverted, confirming an early jailbreak claim. The speed is the story. 5 days from launch to public bypass. The safety layer is a suggestion, not a wall. And that trust flaw gets physical when you look at what Tenet Security just uncovered. They found that a public Sentry DSN, a little string of code developers use for error tracking, can be weaponized. If an attacker finds one, they can submit a crafted error event. An AI coding agent like Claude Code, Cursor, or Codex reads that event and treats it as executable instructions. Suddenly, the attacker has remote code execution on a developer's machine. No malware, no stolen credentials, just a public debugging line that the agent obeys without question. The tool built to catch errors becomes the backdoor. Security firm AIR did something devious, and it worked perfectly. They created a bogus AI agent skill, got it approved in a major marketplace, and pushed it through Instagram promotions. It installed on roughly 26,000 agents, including corporate accounts. Every single scanner flagged it as safe. Why? Because the malicious payload was never in the package. It was hosted off-platform and swapped in after approval. This wasn't a hack. It was a proof that the current skill scanning tools have a systemic trust flaw. They check the box, not the behavior. And that sets up something even more direct. But while the digital scaffolding wobbles, the human damage from organized cybercrime is brutally real. 2 UK teens who helped the scattered Spider Gang hijack Transport for London systems pleaded guilty on day 1 of a 6-week trial. Their admissions expose a broader fraud network that targeted banks, retailers, and US health providers. This isn't just a ransomware story. It's a transatlantic fraud operation run by teenagers who treated critical infrastructure like a loot box. The real-world consequence is what matters here. And the supply chain keeps giving attackers a way in. LastPass disclosed that threat actors used stolen OAuth tokens from a third party called Klue to pull customer data from its Salesforce environment. The core password vaults were not touched, but this is exactly how modern breaches work. You don't attack the fortress, you compromise the vendor who has a key to the side door. LastPass revoked every token and tightened controls, but the damage is a reminder that your security is only as strong as your weakest integration. So what does today add up to? The scaffolding is failing faster than the models are improving. We're handing agents the keys to our terminals and trusting marketplaces to vet their skills, but the verification is a magic trick. The payload isn't in the package. The backdoor isn't in the code. It's in the trust we place in a debugging tool. Until the plumbing gets as much scrutiny as the prompt, the most dangerous thing an AI can do isn't say something toxic. It's run a command. Watch for the supply chain. That's where the next big one hides.